Hey there, how is everybody doing? It is Wednesday, I think. I don't know. I can't believe it's February. But I'm coming at you this week with my jam, which I forgot to add into the description, but that's okay. The reason that we are going to do this one today is because I had to make some more. I'm just at that point where we needed another batch made. And so I'm going to show you how to make a DIY non-toxic laundry soap that actually works. We've been using this in our household for well over a year, if not longer, and it is so simple on how to do it. In the description of this video, you will see that there are some ingredients that I've listed that are some top offenders when we're talking about just daily household products and specifically laundry soap. And the reason that I do this is because I am all about educating. These are things that I didn't know about 3 years ago, and when I have learned about them, I'm not going to keep my mouth shut, and I have to share with people. So that's where we are with this today. Before we get into that, I'm going to touch on just a couple of those ingredients because knowledge is power, guys. If we know better, we do better, right? So one of the ones that is listed there is sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS, or SLES, sodium Laureth sulfate. There's actually like a ton more of these like names for not only these ingredients, but sodium lauryl sulfate. So sodium lauryl sulfate is a chemical that's used to degrease car engines, and it is also added to some toothpaste, soaps, detergent, skin products. It's in just about everything. It damages the kidneys, liver, teeth, endocrine system, our hormones, which control pretty much everything in our body. Causes hair loss, cataracts, ulcers, major toxicity, headaches, nausea, coughing, congestion, and more. That's just a little fun fact, some fun facts about sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS. So it is one of the things that we want to look out for in all of our household products, but of course in our laundry soap. And then the second thing, and this is the ingredient that gets me the most, and it's fragrance. And the reason that this one gets me is because it is horrible, but it's also under, and I'm going to share this with you, but it's under an umbrella. Fragrance at the top, okay, that's the umbrella, and underneath of it can be over 3,000 proprietary ingredients that can be listed as fragrance. That should be super concerning to us as consumers because we don't know actually what is in those ingredients, and companies do not have to disclose it because they can label it as proprietary information. So what's the big deal about fragrance? Guys, it's everywhere. I can tell you that you could probably go in your bathroom and you could pull out 90% of whatever you're using underneath your kitchen sink, your skin products, your hair products, everything in your household, and one of the ingredients is going to be fragrance. So what is fragrance? It can also be labeled as perfume, but it is a synthetic scent. So synthetic scents or fragrance represent an unidentified mixture of ingredients, including carcinogens, allergens, respiratory irritants, endocrine disruptors, neurotoxic chemicals, and environmental toxicants. These artificial scents can be found in all kinds of body care and cosmetic products, as well as air fresheners, cleaning materials, and laundry detergents. That's what we're talking about here. This does not, okay? Just tell you. According to the Campaign for Safer Cosmetics, hair products are especially problematic. More than 95% of shampoos, conditioners, and styling products contain fragrance as an ingredient. I'm sure that you could agree that we all want our hair to smell good, but we could do without the toxic ingredients. Research conducted by the Environmental Working Group and the Campaign for Safer Cosmetics found an average of 14 chemicals in 17 name brand fragrance products, but it doesn't stop there. None of those chemicals that they found were actually listed on the label. So in general, there are at least 3,000 ingredients that could possibly be used to form a product scent. That's according to the online transparency list put out by the International Fragrance Association, which is an industry trade group. So it may seem unbelievable, but the FDA does not even currently require fragrance and cosmetic makers to disclose exactly what they're using to scent products. If companies are truly using natural ingredients, then why be so shy about it? The FDA website also states how the agency cannot legally require companies to warn about allergens in cosmetics like they do with food. So why are companies continuing to use fragrance in their products? And the reason is synthetic fragrances, because they are cheaper. They're cheaper. And so it's all about the bottom line. It's not about your health. So guys, dig into fragrance. It's disgusting. It's my most hated ingredient. But I wanted to give you a little bit of that education because it is super important to me that you know why you should be making changes in your house and how to switch them. I want to share really quick about bioaccumulation. So although products generally contain small amounts, when chemicals are used every day in common household products and personal care items, in addition to being present in our food and atmosphere, our exposure adds up and creates imbalance and disease in the body over time. So that is why I am so passionate about sharing about a wellness lifestyle. It is not just about your products you're using, but that's a big part of it. And so this goes beyond just using essential oils. It goes beyond that. So today what we're gonna do really quick, I already took my Thieves laundry soap and I put it into 3 32-ounce glass mason jars, and I got these pumps off of Amazon, and I took off this since I already have it in there and I didn't want to pull it out. But this is just going to help it. Do you have to put them in mason jars? Nope. You can find actually good plastic bottles that have a pump pretty inexpensively on Amazon. And if you're wondering about those, I can sure help you. I just like the way these looked, and I love that they had a pump with them because I'm all about the easy button, as you can see. So I took my Thieves laundry soap, which is made for high efficiency laundry soaps. It's non-toxic. It has great ingredients in it, actually amazing ingredients in it. And I divided into 3 different mason jars evenly. And then to that, you guys, this is how easy it is. Oops. You don't drop your cap on the floor, which now I have to go get. Oh my goodness. Real life. Okay, so to this, I am just going to add a capful. Can you do more than that? Sure, guys, watch. So easy, so cheap. Thieves cleaner, highly concentrated, and it's amazing. So that's what we're putting in there. So we separated the Thieves laundry soap into 3 different 32-ounce containers, and I'm just going to add a capful into each. I did 2 in the first one, but you don't need it. And if you decide you want to because you just can't believe that this can clean, then go ahead and add a second capful, but it's not needed. So there we go. Then the next thing that I'm going to add, because I just love to just give it a little extra boost, rosemary essential oil is part of what is in the Thieves cleaner anyway, but I love to just add a little bit. And so I'm gonna add about 15 drops of the rosemary. Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. This is just not something that you have to do. Sorry, we're gonna get this out really fast. And then I also love to add lemon. Another thing that you could add if you really wanted to is any scent. You could use orange, you could use any of the citrus ones, you could use pine, you could use a tree oil, and we're also gonna add 15 drops of the lemon. Again, not needed. I just like to add a little bit because sometimes I'm extra. Then you're gonna take filtered or distilled water and you are going to fill it up the rest of the way. You are going to put your cap back on, your little pump, and you are just gonna work it back and forth. You don't wanna shake it because it's gonna like suds up. So you just go back and forth and just mix it all that way. And then there you go. So when I actually do laundry, you guys, I'm a ranch wife. We live on a ranch. We own a shop that works like disgusting, dirty oil, grease, like all of those things. This is what we use. If we have a stain that we need, I have no idea. Oh, a little help with, there's a stain roller recipe that's like the easiest thing ever. We also do not use dryer sheets. I would implore you to stop using dryer sheets. Get some wool dryer balls. I like to add some scent to it. Again, this is whatever you want to add, but I like to add just a couple drops of purification to each one. Throw them in the dryer with my clothes. It dries in less time, which is good, right? We're not using any extra electricity because we pay for it, don't we? And then it's also just really good for your clothes and for you because there's no fragrance that's going in there that is disgusting. So how easy is that? I will finish the rest of my jars, but I love showing that non-toxic can be easy and it's doable in your household. I mean, obviously there's a couple more steps than if you just go buy something off of the shelf, but I bet it has those ingredients. And please, please, please be aware of greenwashing. Just because it says natural, pure, plant-based, all of those things does not mean that it is actually still good for you. And if you ever have questions about ingredients, please message me. I would love to help you and steer you in the right direction, give you some factual information about those ingredients, maybe why to stay away from them, and to help you and your family do wellness better and differently. So that's all I got. Easy, easy.